quite a legal conflict developing these days over medical marijuana. It is legal here in the tri-state, but to the federal government, marijuana is not legal, even medical marijuana. And so thousands of military veterans are in a rather tough position. They can't get cannabis for pain management from the VA hospital because it's run by the feds. 7 on Your Side investigative reporter Danielle Lee digging deep into this story for us. Danielle.
Yeah, Bill, the doctors that we talked to, they call it the murky middle. The VA won't stop a veteran from using medical marijuana, but they won't help them get it either.
Pain is something we all try to avoid. Richard Brookshire is no different. Only his pain became so severe, he tried to end his life.
If things went differently, I wouldn't have survived.
Richard had served 6 years as a combat medic in the Army, and he was struggling to adjust to the things he'd experienced and the country he returned to as a civilian.
I was crying and I was incredibly depressed.
He says what the VA had to offer, generally prescription drugs, wasn't working. And after attempting suicide, Richard began looking for solutions elsewhere.
That's when I turned to weed. I tried to self-medicate, and it was helpful, but I was doing it all alone.
Well, there you have it.
Leo Bridgewater had a similar experience, trying to treat his own chronic pain after a training accident and several knee surgeries.
It's actually helped me go from suffering to living with the injury.
Leo says the VA offered him opioids and other painkillers. Like Richard, he went outside the VA for marijuana.
It's a federally illegal and blah, blah, blah. We can't do this, we can't do that.
While VA policy says veterans will not be denied VA benefits because of marijuana use, it also says VA clinicians may not recommend medical marijuana, and the VA won't help pay for it. Even in the 33 states, including D.C., that have legalized medical marijuana, and the 11 states, including D.C., that have gone one step further, approving cannabis for recreational use.
It becomes another hurdle that you have to overcome just to try to figure out how you can get some relief.
A recent survey found 1 out of 5 veterans who served in Iraq and Afghanistan have used cannabis for medical reasons, and 2 out of 3 did so without consulting a doctor. Jeremy Butler runs the veterans organization behind that survey.
There's no reason why veterans should have to circumvent law, circumvent the government agency that's supposed to be there supporting them to go find better treatment options.
It's especially concerning for doctors like Sean Morrison, who specialize in pain management.
I don't think it's helping patients, I don't think it's helping physicians, and I don't think it's really helping the medical profession.
But for now, veterans like Richard and Leo will have to go outside the VA to access the one treatment they say has worked.
There is a bill in Congress that would remove marijuana from the federal list of illegal drugs. That would mean more access for veterans and also more guidance from their doctors. But unless that bill passes, the VA will continue to look the other way when it comes to cannabis.